don't want to have a big blob looking mouth. Ronald McDonald and Bozo, they both had big blob looking mouths and they made it famous, but you're not them, and you weren't created back in the 50s and 60s like they were when everybody had that big of a mouth. So you don't want to do that. Most of the time you want to keep, unless you're a girl clown and you're doing like fake lipstick or something like that, with like kissy lips, you want to do just red on your bottom lip and then have like pips that make you smile, which I'll explain that here. So what I'm going to do, I'm not even going to do my whole bottom lip, I'm just going to So I'm going to do that just with my lip being in the center like that, because that's really all I need to accent. Whenever you do your mouth, you want it to move with your expression. So that goes with any marking on your face. You want it to have a purpose. You don't want to just draw circles on your cheeks because you want circles on your cheeks. That's not going to be a good makeup design. You want it to move with your face. So if your cheeks do like move whenever you smile, definitely put some kind of accent on your cheeks. If your chin moves really good, put an accent on your chin. Your eyebrows, obviously, you're going to want to accent. Your mouth, whenever you talk, your upper lip, or whenever you do any kind of expression, your upper lip does not move. So that's why you don't need to paint your upper lip. Your bottom lip does all the movement. So do all that. So now we're going to talk about pips, which a pip is, well, I guess it's better, I'll just show you what a pip is here. That is a pip. It's the circle area that goes on the top of your mouth, and see how much more expressive that makes it? You want those to kind of be the same size. So here we go, there's that. So there's my mouth is done. Now if you were going to use brush on your black, like to do your black, if you were going to use a brush for it, you would want to cut out for eyebrows and stuff, but I use a pencil, so I just paint on over top of the white. So that's just depending on what you're going to do. I use a brush for my red for my mouth, so I cut it out. The red is a lot greasier in grease form than it is with a pencil form. So if you're using bid eye makeup and you use a pencil, you don't need to cut out for your mouth, you can just draw it on. If you're using Maron though, you need to cut out no matter what. So that's, like, I'm using Maron red, so I definitely want to cut out for my red. I'm using a bid eye pencil for black, so I can just put it on over top. So that's just one of those things that is different with the different types of makeup. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a baby wipe and just get any little bits of extra makeup off of my parts where I've cut out there. So I'm going to do that. And that. And we're going to take and just pat one more time here real quick with some white over some problem areas like your eyelids. Notice my eyelids have started taking the makeup off already, and that is because I've been opening and closing them, and it's just going to keep wiping them off. So I'm going to take and just tap those out. See how much better that looks now? Okay. And now it's powder time, so you want to make sure that you have your makeup closed, because if you don't, it's going to get powder in it and it's going to ruin it. What you're going to do for powdering, I like to use a powder sock. You can use just a powder puff if you want to, but this is just a tube sock that I've taken and filled up with powder and then tied it in a knot so the powder stays inside. Whenever you hit your makeup, the powder comes out and it powders your makeup. If you're going to do a white face all the time, you definitely want to make sure that you have a separate sock for colors than you do for the white, because otherwise you're going to mix you're going to get like lips all over your face or eyebrows all over your face or something like that, and it's just not going to be good, and it's going to make your white not nearly as bright. I'm in a goose, so I don't have that much white on my face, so I just have one powder sock, so that's all depending on that stuff. So my eyelids are going to be the first spot that I powder, because they're the first spot that wipes off if I don't have it powdered. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I tap those real good, and then do this to powder it. Okay, now we're going to go back. Okay, and now you're going to want to go back in and push into any little crevices where there might be wet spots. Like right there's a wet spot, so I'm going to go back and get powder in there. You will get powder in your mouth. It doesn't taste that bad. And you will probably inhale powder, get it in your eye. It doesn't hurt or anything, so don't worry that much about it. Okay, now after we got it all powdered and everything, we're going to take our brush. You can use just like a big like powder brush, like for street makeup if you want to. That's what I used for a long time. Then I bought this from Mooseburger, and I love it. It's camel hair, I believe, or goat hair, or some kind of animal hair. It's $15, but it feels amazing on your face. And it's really makes it easy to get inside those little areas like your eye sockets and all that stuff where you wouldn't be able to get with other brushes very well. So go through and brush all this extra powder off here. Okay. I'm just going to wipe the powder and makeup and all that stuff off my hands here. Now notice on my lips, they are still skin color. Okay, what I'm going to do now is my red. So I'm going to take my little color blend stick here, or cream blend stick, whatever it's called, in my brush. This is a Ben Nye makeup brush. I would suggest getting a good brush like this. You can get them from any clown shop or costume shop, probably theatrical supply shop. But they are made for grease paint, so they hold up really well. If you're going to use just a paintbrush, I would suggest getting a good one from Hobby Lobby. Don't just buy the cheapies from Walmart, they don't do very well. Get a good brush from Hobby Lobby. You're probably going to spend $7 or $8 on it, but I mean that's what these cost too, and they're definitely worth it because they're not crappy quality, they're really good quality. So I'm just going to take and load up my brush here on this and just get both sides nice and loaded. I'm going to do my nose first because I don't talk with it. And you're just going to put it on like that.